calling 2023 CR 7717, State of Texas versus Debra Jean Uland. Can I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Matthew Allen for Miss Uland.
And are you Debra Jean Uland?
I am, Your Honor.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Uland.
Uland. Okay. I've been watching too many Korean dramas, so I'm pronouncing it differently now. Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Uland, I'm showing you what's entitled application for probation. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Judge.
Ms. Uland, I'm going to show you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand your charge while driving while intoxicated, third or more? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
I do, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Uland, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your
Are
Honor.
you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived a right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $250 fine. State recommends community supervision. The VIP, ignition interlock for half the term, DWI intervention. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
Yes, Judge.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, 10 days house arrest in lieu of 10 days in the Bexar County Jail. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
State, any evidence?
State offers states exhibit 1 in all attachments.
No objections.
All right, state, thank you. Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Judge, we would be okay with proceeding with sentencing. I just wanted to bring one thing to the court's attention. I know that there's going to be a TAP evaluation. We don't know how that will turn out until after the evaluation.
Mhm.
Ms. Uland is currently in a voluntary outpatient program. And so depending on what the tap is, if the court would allow us to reapproach or file a motion if we felt necessary.
Yes,
Okay.
right. Is there anything else you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
Just that, it's my fault. She had emailed me the paperwork. She's done the DWI courses and, we'll get those to probation so they can have them. But she has, come to a realization, again, that she needed treatment herself, no matter what was going to happen. She knows it's up to the court whether she even gets probation. She was very grateful for the offer, from the state to be able to have that opportunity. But she knew regardless of whether she was going to get probation or not, that she needed to do something to better herself. So she is working at this time. I don't believe she's driving. She has but she does have a device. I don't believe it's had violations while on the device. And so she just asked this court to follow that plea bargaining agreement and give her the opportunity to continue her treatment, and hopefully never be back in the Bexar County courthouse again.
All right, what do you do for employment?
I'm a server
Where?
at Ladino at the pub.
And when you say a server of what?
A waitress.
Okay. So you're not working the bar area?
No.
Do you have any children?
I do.
What are their ages?
5, just 1 child.
Okay. Live with you?
Not currently.
Currently, who are they living with?
With her father.
Is that because of this? Has Child Protective Services ever been involved?
No.
So how often have you been drinking?
I haven't been drinking since this offense.
All right. So before this, how often were you drinking?
Several times a week.
All right. Do you have a sober coach?
I don't yet. I've heard of them.
All right. So have you been looking?
I will be looking.
So your counsel says you're in outpatient treatment. What outpatient treatment is this?
Alpha Home.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. There's a $250 fine that will be probated. The education courses that your attorney said you've done, when were those completed?
They were just within
Maybe a
the,
month or so ago.
Okay,
yes, sir. I think within a month to 6 weeks.
all right. Probation, if those courses were completed later than 2 months, she's gonna have to redo them. But yes,
And which courses are they?
she's gonna give you documentation of them. What courses have you completed?
I've completed the victim impact panel. I
All right.
haven't done the intervention course.
All right, she's only done the victim impact panel. So I'm gonna order the victim impact panel, ignition interlock for half the term. Now, with regards to ignition interlock for half the term, that is your agreement, but I get to make the decision whether it's taken off or not. You understand?
Absolutely.
DWI intervention, DWI education course. We'll do the TAP evaluation. She's currently in Alpha Home. So if the TAP evaluation recommends inpatient treatment and she's not had any violation, she's continue with the outpatient treatment with Alpha Home. But if there are some violations, we're going to do something different potentially. You understand?
Yes.
So I'm going to order Alpha Home outpatient treatment. And are they having you do sober meetings?
I don't know what.
Oh, it's NA meetings. They call them
Oh.
sober support meetings now.
Yes, yes.
How often?
Twice a week.
All right, we're going to do sober support meetings
Mhm.
2 times per week until further notice. 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm gonna order parenting classes. Once that's complete, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Are you able to take off from your work for 10 days or no?
I would have to talk to my boss. I don't know.
All right, so what we're gonna do then is we're gonna do 30 days GPS for work and treatment. She'll be allowed to work and she'll be allowed to go for a treatment in lieu of the 10 days at the Bexar County Jail. And the reason why I'm doing that, because I know the Bexar County Jail is overcrowded. I know they have issues. That is the only reason why I'm doing that. Otherwise, you would spend your 10 days at the Bexar County Jail. You understand?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
And probation, see if they can waive fees. There should be proof of employment within 30 days. There should be no employment as a home health care provider with minors or any establishment whose sole, I won't say sole, but a majority of their business is through the sale of alcohol. There should be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs and probation. I think they may test at alcohol. So if you're satisfied with alcohol testing, you can do that. If not, then you don't have to. And we'll do field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
Yeah, it's just,
I think there should be a Texas driver's license suspension. And that will be for 2 years.
yes, Judge, and she is not driving currently. I think she has a vehicle that's inoperable. So she's been on the mobile device. I
Okay.
don't know if the court would allow her to continue the mobile device.
All right, I'll allow her to continue with the mobile device upon proof that the vehicle is inoperable and an affidavit of non-driving.
Yes, Judge.
All right, is there anything else, probation?
Okay.
All right, is there anything else that you need from the court to be successful?
Believe so, Your Honor.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Drinking and driving should not be done whatsoever. And I know that people never go out and drink and expect that they are going to drink and drive and be intoxicated driving. You start drinking, things get out of control. That's why you should always have a designated driver. I don't care if you think you're just having wine. Now you know you're one of those people who are in that group who cannot drink at all.
I am on the speaker.
So here's the thing, what I've discovered, and my statistics professor will be very upset with me because I haven't done the research, but this is what I've noticed. People who get in accidents and they are intoxicated, you know what ends up happening? They end up killing the soccer mom. They end up killing the grandmother who's just minding their own business. And the person who's intoxicated, they just walk away from accidents fine. This could have been so much worse because there's an accident. And state on this case, was there any restitution?
Judge, I'm not aware of everything.
Okay, all right. So just so you know,
Okay.
if there's any type of restitution, probation will let me know and we'll have a restitution hearing.
Yes, sir.
So, and you don't want to be the person who's driving and your 5-year-old is in the car with you
Yes.
and you're in an accident and then the 5-year-old ends up injured. That's what happens in these type of cases. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.